Hi guys, welcome back to Calligraphy Masters channel. It's been some time. I know it's been some time, but I'm back. The podcast is back. The channel is back. Leave a like if you missed the channel. In today's podcast, I will be speaking with Mark Green from Luvin Letters in Design about an upcoming event in Dublin next month. It's actually in 2 weeks. There are actually 3 podcasts which are unreleased. They were recorded before this one, but because the event is so close, I decided to upload this podcast today. It was recorded 2 days ago. We'll speak about what's gonna happen on the first day, what workshops, and on the second day, what lectures, what people are gonna speak, what activities. It's gonna be fun. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Hi, Mark. Welcome to the podcast again.
Hey, Milan. Yeah, it's been 4 or 5 years, or a bit longer, is it? 2019, yeah.
Wow. Seriously, man.
2019 was the first, 2019, just a week after the first conference, yeah. Just before COVID, October, then COVID occurred in March, wasn't it? Yeah.
So it's good to see you again, mate.
You too, yeah. Looking forward to meeting you in person too.
Yes.
Will this be your first time in Ireland?
Yeah, I never been to, but
Good stuff, yeah.
yeah, guys, if you you already seen the title, but today's podcast it will be all around Luvin Letters in Design.
Luvin Letters in Design, yeah.
Yeah, which is gonna happen on 4th and 5th of October in Ireland, Dublin, with Mark, and this whole podcast will be kind of a promotion for the event.
Buy tickets! Hurry up, buy tickets!
Yeah, there's gonna be tickets. So yeah, let's speak about it. What's the whole thing about? Shortly, what is gonna happen this year?
Yeah. So as I said, the first day one is workshops. So we have 3 workshops on day one, basically with Steve Simpson. He's a famous hand letter, international hand letter. He's done stuff all over the world. So workshop 1 will be Steve Simpson. It's hand lettering design, basically, where attendees are going to design their own wine label, basically, So we'll have wine bottles there, and Steve's going to guide them through hand drawing, designing their own wine label bottle, and then be able to stick it on when it's finished, That's workshop 1. Then workshop 2 is Holly Pereira. She's a Singaporean, Irish-based muralist and illustrator. It's going to be illustrated type with her, basically. So people will be, they'll be get an illustration, basically, and doing just combining type and illustration together, basically. And then workshop 3 with the one and only TOS1. It's creative calligraphy, basically. So it was such a success the last workshop he did, so it's going to be just based on the same thing, basically, creative calligraphy, basically, using the Pilot parallel pen and more or less the same script, So I think they'll be getting a chosen words, and then they'll be able to, just design a chosen word with different designs, basically, so that's day 1. That's 9 to 6, and then day 2 is the main day, basically, So we're gonna have
Check. I have a question about day 1, because those are
sure.
three different workshops. How long is each workshop? Are they happening simultaneously? Or...
Yeah. That's right. So they're all running simultaneously at different areas of the building, basically. So they'll be all running from 9 to 6 p.m. basically. Yeah, with an hour for lunch and tea break, obviously. Yeah. So they're running. We did that the first year, just in 3 different areas of the building, running simultaneously. Okay. So just to clear that up, because some people want to know, can they do 2 or 3 workshops? No, you can only do 1, unfortunately. So. We got no time and space to do a few more,
The people who have to to attend the workshops, are they supposed to be beginners, intermediate, or?
So it's generally beginners and I would say intermediate, but there's no fear of everyone. You don't need to have full experience in each one. It's all about, most of them are beginners, and if you've any even for any illustration experience, that's perfect, but they're designed for beginners and intermediate as well, like for someone who's intermediate and feels, there's no point doing this because it's beginners. It's not really like that at all, it's kind of for everyone, I would say, but beginners no problem doing, you know, in all three workshops. Maybe Adam's a bit more, might be more intermediate, you know, like we have a few, you know, tattoo artists. I think one or two tattoo artists have bought tickets, you know, so I've
Mhm.
seen their work; they're quite good, you know. So they're gonna, you know, so it's a bit. Adam's one of beginners and intermediate, but in general, beginners, yeah, yeah.
Is there a limit for each of the workshops? Like how many people can attend?
Yeah, there's 10 people in each workshop, yeah, because I think, you know, it gives more time for one-on-one and questions and answers. You know, I think anymore, I've been to a few myself before, you know, where it's 10 is the right number, but sometimes when it's 12, 15, it's a bit too much, you know, particularly if it's one day, you know. A lot
Mhm.
of 2-day workshops you could fit, you know, maybe 15, 20 people, but for one day I want to make sure everyone gets the most out of it, you know. So I think 10 is a good number. We did 10 in 2019, and that worked really well, you know. So just
Yeah.
keep it the same, I think, you know.
And are there like different prices for each of the workshops, or and
No, each workshop is going to be the same price, so it's 125 euros for each workshop, you know. Because I kind of based it on a lot of the artists do usually 2-day workshops, as you know, which can be 250, 280 euros. So I thought I'd just keep it at 125, you know.
Mhm.
Plus, you can buy 2-day ticket for 180 as well. You know, day two is 75 euros. So a day 1 and 2 ticket you can buy for 180 euros. You know, so you're saving money obviously if you buy 2-day ticket. And we have discounts for NCAD College, which is National College of Art and Design, and Dunleary College, and also Griffith College. I've been in touch with the head of designs there. They've been very helpful, you know, and pre-arranged discounts for those as well. Or if anybody's, you know, anybody wants to get group bookings, they can hit me up. We can organize discounts if we've group bookings as well, you know.
Mhm.
Open to that, like, you know.
And about the audience of the this kind of events, are they only people from Ireland? Like, do you have experience with people from other countries coming?
Yeah, sure. Like the first year we had people from Poland, Germany, and UK, and Spain, I think. Yeah, yeah. So mainly mostly Irish people. Yeah, but I think I think I've one or two people from overseas coming this year with the ticket sales. You know, but mainly Irish people. Mainly Irish people. Yeah, yeah, open to everybody if they want to come. All right,
Yeah, but that's
all
why
around the world.
if people are not coming from Ireland, like how are the things with finding Airbnb or hotel? Like, is it easy or are they cheap, expensive? What can people expect?
It's easy enough now. Dublin is an expensive town, as you know. So if you book in advance, basically, like, you know, like anywhere, if you're leaving it last minute, it's going to be expensive. But like if you book now or in advance, there's good deals. Like, you know, there's different hotels nearby. It's in Dublin 7, basically in Smithfield, so that would be the area to book, you know. But it's in the city centre, so anywhere in the city centre is very nearby, you know. But yeah, I mean, if you book in advance, it's like air flights, you know. Last minute, it's going to be expensive, you know.
So first day is only those like three workshops separately. Nothing else is happening in that time.
Not on day one, no. So day one's just workshops, you know. Hopefully next year, if we can maybe expand it to 3 days, maybe, or a bigger space, you know, to
Mhm.
fit in three workshops, or maybe, you know, could do 5 or 6 workshops, you know. But maybe might, you know, we could expand it to 3 days. So I would really prefer to do 2-day workshops, you know, because people get more out of that, you know. So maybe next year we could do 2 days or 3 days, you know, 2-day workshop and then the main day. That'd be ideal. But it's still one day's plenty of time. You learn a lot, you know. Like the first year, people we good feedback. Everybody really enjoyed the workshops and felt they learned a lot, you know. So
So what's the plan for the second day?
second day, yes. So we're going to start off. We have 8 speakers altogether, including yourself. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we have it's kind of like the first year I like to kind of keep it, you know, half Irish and half international to mix it up a bit. Like, so we have 8 speakers. We have a few more this year, more international guests this year, you know. So I have Holly Pereira. She's Singaporean Irish based muralist and illustrator, and she's one of the speakers. Then we've Vanessa Power, who goes under Signs of Power. She's you know, she's around quite a while now. She's a muralist and sign painter. She's worked in, like, done all lot of corporate work for Facebook and Google and workshops. Vanessa's done a good few workshops, I think, over the years. And she did, we were supposed to have Vanessa the first year, but she was doing a very big solo show kind of the same time, so she couldn't make it because of that. Like, it was a really good show. Like, she had it in studio. I think she had like 40 or 50 hand-drawn pieces, all done by herself, like gold leaf and different stuff. Really, really amazing exhibition. I think you can still check it on our website, basically. Signs of Power is our website, basically. So we have Vanessa speaking this year. Then we have Mark Smith, who's it's Kells type trail, basically. So Kells, the same town where the Book of Kells comes from. He's been doing it. I think I'm not sure how long, but it's basically every year they decorate the town of Kells with typography, basically. And it's kind of like a treasure hunt, I think, to kind of go around and discover new, like different artists do signs, like typography signs, and they put them in different locations around the town, and people kind of go on a treasure hunt finding typography. It's a really cool idea,
Yeah.
I think he's running that a good few years. So Mark was actually at the first conference as an attendee, and he really enjoyed it. That's where I met him, and so I just thought it'd be cool to reach out to him this year, if he wanted to do a talk. So he really wanted to do that. So we have him. He's from Kells. Then I have Steve Simpson, obviously, who's based here a long time. Steve's from Manchester originally, but he's in Ireland a long time, and he was at the first year. He did a workshop as well and a talk first year, which is really good. He's just he's such a huge portfolio. Like, he can talk about a lot, and he's a lot of experience in the industry, so I thought it'd be cool to have him back again. You can check, actually, Steve did a really good talk at Offset, which was a huge international graphic design conference in Ireland. That was running 12 years in Ireland. Like, that was like 2,500 sellout every year for like maybe I think the first 4 years was smaller, but then for 6-7 years that was one of the main graphic design conferences in the world to go to, and I think that was 2,500 people every year, and I think even half of that audience was from abroad. So you had a lot of people from internationally traveling to that. That was organised by Bren Byrne. He's going to be dropping down on the day as well, for just as a guest, just to attend the conference. So so basically Steve did a really good talk at Offset years ago. You can actually it's online still if you Google it. I'm not sure which year it is, but that was a really good talk. So he'll be doing similar again. And then we have yourself, obviously, going to talk about Calligraphy Masters and your journey today. That's why just everybody listening to the podcast, that's how I got into all this through yourself and TOS1. In college, I was doing a graphic design in college, basically, and obviously part of the one of the modules was branding, typography and stuff. And through research, I discovered TOS1 and yourself, basically, in Calligraphy Masters, and then obviously attended a few workshops in Berlin and similar events in London. That's where I got the whole idea to put this on, in the first place, because you had Offset every year. They did everything. Offset's amazing. Like, there's typography, lettering, but it's everything graphic design. They've 3D, just everything graphic design. So I wanted to do something in Dublin, like Berlin Letters or typism in Australia. That was one of the biggest influences to put the conference on. So just wanted to bring that to Ireland. Yeah. So that's through yourself as well. That's why I kind of would love to have yourself over, for a talk. Finally meet. Yeah, that's 5 speakers, isn't it? Yeah. So then we have Seb Lester. Yeah, the amazing Seb Lester.
I was gonna ask
you. No introduction, So I'm really looking forward to Seb. I just reached out to him to see if he'd be interested, and he was really enthusiastic and loved the idea. So he was kind of one of the latter speakers I reached out to. It was just amazing to have him on board. So he's coming over. I don't know. He's going to be bringing. I think he's going to be bringing some of his prints as well. To sell on the day. So people can buy. Good chance. A lot of his stuff is limited and stuff. So obviously amazing work. So he's going to have a few pieces on the day to sell, I think. And I'm not sure yet. I'll have to talk to him. I'm trying to convince him to take part in the live mural paintings, or we can do something. His videos are amazing. Just anyone who doesn't know Seb Lester, you can draw the Coca-Cola logo, the Nike logo, Harry Potter logo, with a pen, with no guides, like a vector, like the real vector. It's amazing, like, So really looking forward to having Seb over. Seb also did a talk at Offset as well years ago. I think it was the same year as Steve Simpson. It's really good. You can check that online. So looking forward to him. And then who's next? Dan Forrester. Yeah. So really looking for Dan. Dan's a UK-based typographer letter. He's really good. His stuff is amazing. You can check it on his website. His father was, I believe, a very famous calligrapher and letterer as well. So he obviously learned the trade through his father.
Yeah.
And he's really good. I think Dan spoke recently at the Birmingham Design Festival in Birmingham. I think he's done a few talks around Europe as well. But really looking forward to having Dan over, Dan Forrester from the UK. And then our final speaker will be Martina Flor from Berlin. She's amazing. Again, I didn't think, especially Martina, Seb, I'd be huge fans of theirs. I didn't think they'd be, it's great to have them interested. So Martina's going to do the final talk for as a close. She's going to be. I think she's going to focus explaining on which is good for students attending about how we start off freelancing and how you can grow it as a business, basically. So be very good for design students or people starting off to get how to start off in the industry. She's going to do a talk on how she started and went to freelance and the right steps to go professional and stuff, and basically how to make a living out of it. Which she's doing successfully today. She's going to share a journey about that. So that's going to be first half of the day, 8 speakers, and then we're going to be doing Adam TOS1 and Adam again, I Am Rushdog. They're going to be doing 2 custom designs, basically. So we're going to have live screen printing, so you can screen print live your own T-shirt, basically, with designed by Adam TOS1 and I Am Rushdog. So myself and I'll be taking care of I'll be doing the screen printing myself personally with a few friends. So we're going to screen print live your own T-shirt. So we did that the first year. It was really good fun. People really enjoyed it. The live aspect of screen printing. And it's. The designs are really cool, so it's nice to take something away from you from the day with you,
Yeah.
And then, so the last part of the day, we're going to have really looking forward to the last part of the day, live mural painting, with yourself, TOS1, I Am Rushdog, and a chap called Jorge Design. He's good friend. He's a Spanish artist, but he's living in Dublin now a few years. He's a muralist and a letterer as well. So he has he's started getting and doing calligrams the past few years, which are really good. You can check them on his Instagram page. So it's going to be him, and then obviously Miguel from Calligraphy Berlin is going to take part as well. He's again, Miguel and Jorge were part of the first conference as well. Who was it? Miguel did some live painting with Mr. Cams and TOS1. So we have 5 mural artists, including yourself. We're going to have kind of, maybe 3 meter wide, meter high canvases, basically, and kind of some live mural painting. So which I think that will go down really well, and.
Is there a specific a topic or something, an idea that we have to work on, or
for yourselves, speakers? No, I kind of leave it open to the artists. Martina Flor is going to do a talk, as I said, about freelancing and getting into it and becoming a professional, how to make a living out of it, and then kind of the same format as the first conference. We kind of leave it open to the artists. There's no fixed script, so basically just each artist telling how they got into what they're doing and their creative journey to date, which is very interesting for for attendees, so they can learn how different people, the different routes, how they got to where they are, and Vanessa Power is going to actually do a good, interesting talk. She's done a lot of about mural painting in the corporate world, so she has a lot of experience. She's done a lot of murals for Facebook and Google and Jameson Whiskey and a lot of big corporations, famous names. She's done really cool murals. You can check if you go Signs of Power. She has all on her portfolio. You can see all the murals she's done in corporate companies. So she's going to talk about her creative journey, but talk about that as well, which would be very interesting for even for graduate graphic designers or people in the industry, creatives in the industry. Be good insight how to the business side of it and get into it and stuff like that. But really, basically, I think we might organise maybe a Q&A with some of the artists as well. Obviously, I have on board Andrew from Headcase Marketing, is a marketing agency in Dublin, basically. So he's going to do the MC today. Like, Andrew's very passionate about typography and he has a lot of experience. So he's going to MC, but we might do some Q&A answers with the audience as well, And obviously, this year, sorry, I forgot to mention this year. I'm doing the conference in partnership with the Brand Marquee from the UK. So they are basically a UK branding digital marketing agency. I think they're running about 10 years now. Like, they've clients in Australia, the US, they're very successful internationally, but they just opened a Dublin office a year ago. So they've been in the UK for 10 years. So they just opened an office a year ago in Dublin, So I'm doing the conference in partnership with them. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. They've been great, doing a lot of the marketing and helping me out basically in general, all the promotion and on board. They've been really good, and they're very, they're a digital marketing agency, but they're also very passionate about typography and lettering in the industry. How it kind of even lettering, animation and stuff, and just general the business side of lettering and typography, how important it is in the industry, the business side, So they're very passionate about that, and they're very excited to be involved with this, So it's kind of, we'll kind of show the audience how they're, their passion for typography and lettering, and really looking forward to that. Yeah, so they're based in the UK and here also, and some of the team are going to be traveling over from the UK, so I'll be meeting them for the first time. But I've been working closely with them over the past few months, so they've been a great help, and they did the logo in the background here, the new logo. So we decided to call it Luvin Letters in design this year. Maybe change the name, a new brand, mix it up from letters in design. Susan from the Brand Marquee is the MD. So I met Susan just by chance, just through a work connection, there, and we got talking, and she really loved the idea, from the start, and I just showed her my Instagram and she really loved it, and just went from there basically. So we just decided to join up and partner, and working closely since with herself and Holly and a few of the guys from the agency. So they're going to be, a few of them are coming from the UK, so really looking forward to that. So it's Brand Marquee. Yeah, you can see the logo there as well.
Yeah.
That's their logo. So yeah, been great working with them, and wouldn't be happening without them basically, so all good.
I have a question about the live painting. You said 3-meter canvas. Is it one thing that we all are gonna work on, or is it like separate canvases?
Oh, separate. Yeah, sorry, separate. So I'll have a canvas for each artist, including yourself.
Yeah.
So I have so I've black and white canvas. Like, which do you prefer actually?
Black.
Black or white? Black. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have so I am Rush Dog, and TOS1 yourself, obviously black, because I like black as well myself. Somebody's gonna have to do white, unfortunately, because I can't get black for everyone. Even though black's, it goes gold, white goes back, goes best with black canvas. But we'll see. We'll try. Hopefully, I've yet to reach out to the artist just to sign exactly. Like, I know TOS1 and I am Rush Dog one black, and yourself obviously, So we'll see. I'll check out with Jorge and Miguel, see what they like, But so I'm hoping to do it'd be roughly about 2 meters or 3 meters wide by 1 meter high.
Okay.
And we're gonna have kind of mobile walls basically, and we're gonna attach the canvases to them basically. I'm hoping to make frames with them basically, like wooden frames, and attach them on, or else there is mobile walls available. You can just attach the canvas onto them basically, like So the first year we had them on, just taped them to the wall. It was a flat wall. But I think the new venue. Yeah, sorry, it's a new venue, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Right.
From the last time, yeah. So we did it the Chocolate Factory the last time, which is that was a capacity of 150. That was an amazing venue, and it went really well. It's just really the size of the place, just with fire safety. 150 is the capacity. So this year we're doing it in the complex, which is in Smithfield. It's a Complex Arts Centre, which is it's only open a few years actually, but it's a great centre. They do live music there, and all different exhibitions and all sorts of I think a few famous singers have done concerts there as well, and they do exhibitions, concerts, music, everything, so, and art centre as well. So that's it's not too far away from the Chocolate Factory, so it's in the city centre in Smithfield, and that's a capacity of 300, 350, so including the artists and guests and stuff and attendees, it fits 350, so it's a really cool venue,
Why 5 years nothing happened? Like, what you to come back?
like COVID basically.
Yeah, but COVID was like what, 1 or 2 years, and
Yeah, I think it was mainly just myself, different like everybody else, just life changes and finances and stuff, and it was really kind of obviously that was in October 2019, and then obviously none of us knew what was around the corner. COVID was in March, and obviously 2 years, but I think it was more the uncertainty for international artists if they might be able to, because with some countries it was normal, then COVID was hitting different countries, and it was a bit indecisive, like because I didn't really wasn't sure, because I obviously wanted to keep it like half Irish and local and then international, and even like the year or two after COVID, it was normal. There was still uncertainty with people traveling and stuff, So I kind of, I think just the time was right around now, to put it on, Plus, meeting Susan from the brand marquee was a big, I suppose, just a bit of laziness and uninspired because COVID and happened. Nobody knew what the future, kind of got uninspired or don't want to look into the future too much. But then meeting Susan was great. Now she was really enthusiastic and kind of gave me the kick up the ass to kind of put it up, start it again. So just kind of then I got the idea and worked from there.
so, and then I think I have a one question which I still
Sure, yeah.
clear the whole picture in my mind. Like,
Yeah.
is there a specific frame of time for the live painting? Like,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe 2.5, 3 hours, So yeah, actually, for yourself, it's like a good question, because I obviously I big fan of all the live mural painting, but I've never seen it live. Like so many as Adam's TOS ones videos and I'm Rushdog are speeded up, and
yeah,
you just see the finished version, So like depending, like how long does it? Obviously it depends on each artist. They're more, each artist is faster, slower, same different techniques and stuff. But it obviously depends on the size as well, like how long roughly it would take.
no, but that's why I ask like how much I
Yeah,
time, because like for
yeah,
one piece can be done in 1 hour. It can be done in
yeah,
even in weeks. Like depends.
yeah. Oh, I mean that's why I was asking you the question, because I don't really I haven't really done. It depends, on the size really and what you're doing really. So I
And
hope so about we probably about from 3:30 to 6. We're hoping basically, so or we could maybe do that while the live screening is going on. But at least 2 hours anyway, at least for you, so you can take your time and do what you want, yeah.
what
Have you
are
anything? Yeah.
what are the tools that we have to work with? Are there markers,
Oh,
brushes?
well, I'm hoping to have paints and brushes. Like, what's your preferred method actually? Like, would you usually use markers or brushes, or it depends? Like, have you any favorites yourself? Like,
Yes.
oh, very good. Yeah. So what's that now? I haven't seen that before. Oh wow, Calligraphy Masters pen or marker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Like a lot of times I use those
Yeah.
markers. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if I can, like with markers, I can work faster.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
Brushes is no problem, but brush requires some more like it's a bit more difficult and requires
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
a bit slower.
Oh, I know. I've tried brushing just briefly, and it was it wasn't much success. Like, yeah. Could I ask you? Yourself, like you're doing on some of the on Instagram videos, the cars.
Yeah.
Do you use markers for that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to use also brushes for a car, but
Yeah.
if I use brushes for the car, I have to do it like 2 or 3 days. And usually, most of the cars I do them in few hours, just in one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
With the marker, it's easier and faster, but like with the brush, you can have much better final result, like much more attention to detail and big
Yeah.
strokes. While the marker, like the tips go, like it's a good tip for a few minutes, but after some time you don't have the same straight line.
Yeah, kind of different edges wear off it, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I know. I think Adam. I am Rushdog, obviously, and Adam will be using brushes, I think, as far as
Okay.
I know. I know I have to check with them. I think, and Miguel from Calligraphy, I think he'll be using brushes as well. Because the first year, obviously, we had so the first year we had Mr. Cams from Spain.
Mhm.
The amazing Mr. Cams, and we had Calligraphy, of course, TOS1, obviously,
Mhm.
and I think, yeah, as far as I can remember, they were all using brushes, I think, or maybe Adam used markers, maybe, you know.
Maybe.
Mr. Cams and Calligraphy used brushes as well, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to think about it. I'll see. I'll
Yeah.
check with Adam and the others, and we'll decide, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, but totally up to yourself, you know, whatever. As I
Mhm.
said, there's no whatever each artist is comfortable with using. Like, you know, I think TOS 1 and 9 Rushdog will be using paint anyway, and maybe a mixture of markers. And same with Miguel and Jorge, I think as well, mixture of markers and paints. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Like, you know, like just to see it. It was great on the first year, just seeing live in action. You know, it's always when you see it online, but it's great to see it from start to finish. You know, the end result, and even you know Adam, you know his layer of ghost. What's the ghost layers, is it? I think he calls it or something. Or
I don't know if he has a specific name. Like I'm calling it
yeah,
layering because like
yeah, but it's
there.
so cool. Like when you know he's starting off, and then you can't. It just doesn't look much, and then it just layers up, and it's amazing finish. Like, you know. It was cool actually because Adam gave that to me, his finished piece. So I have that up. That's on the wall in my bedroom.
Nice.
Still, like, you know, yeah. So yeah.
Okay, and where can people buy tickets? Like,
Yeah, so sorry, yeah, it's so the website direct from the website basically. So the website is www.luvinletters.com. So it's LUV, it's spelled LUVIN letters.com, and you can just get tickets direct from there. So you go to Eventbrite, and then you can buy tickets. So just to explain to everyone, like you can buy day one tickets only for workshops, or day two, to give people the option that mightn't, not being forced into buy 2 day tickets. So day one, the workshops. Adam's workshop is nearly sold out. Actually, TOS one's Creative Calligraphy, that's nearly sold out, and the other ones are selling fast. So obviously there's only 10 spots there, and so you can buy a 1 day ticket. If you go into the website, you just click on tab 1, day 1, and then day 2, click on day 2. Tickets are €75 for day 2. Like, so I think that's good value. You're getting a lot of world-class speakers and artists, Then also, if you can click on, you can buy an option for 2 day ticket basically on the website, so it's fairly explanatory, like, and it said anyone in NCAD, Griffith, IAT, or colleges or design groups, just give me a shout so we can do group discounts for everybody, So, and also we'll be having an after party as well in Fidelity Bar,
okay,
which is run by it's the Big Romance Bar and Love Tempo. It's 3 different bars. They're owned by the same people. So Fidelity's it's a fairly new bar in Smithfield. It's just 5 minutes from the venue. So myself, my friend will be doing the music at that, basically DJing. So it's open to anyone who wants to come down. Like, all the attendees and artists will be there as well. So that's finish about 6. So I suppose about 7, 8 p.m. onwards we'll be going down there. It's only 5 minutes from the venue. Like, so we'll have a bit of a party afterwards. Hopefully, like, if everybody's in party mood.
yeah, awesome, Mark. Thank you for being on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's great to see you again. It's great to actually do a podcast again. From 2019. It's such a long time ago, and it's really looking forward to meeting yourself as well in person. It's great, and doing the talk and the workshop, talk and live painting and stuff, So yeah, that's basically it. So it's
yeah, guys, for you, everyone watching or listening, please hit the like button. This helps a lot. There will be links in the description to where you can get your tickets. Be fast. There is not much time. Like today is what is today? Today.
we're just 3 weeks away now. Yeah.
It's Friday
really?
the 13th. We record this episode. It will be probably out this Sunday. So you have like probably around 2 weeks to save your spots. And yeah, everything will be linked in the description, or links to Luvin Letters in Design.
Exactly. Any questions, just hit us up on the website. There's an email address there to ask any questions, and a phone number, no problem,
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you in Dublin. And as always, keep writing. For those of you who are still watching, if anyone is watching, leave a like if you haven't already. Why I was away for such a long time. It's probably the first time Calligraphy Masters it's been inactive for such a period. It's not because I didn't want to be active, it's just sometimes life happens and I have personal stuff, sometimes I have to survive and have to do other things. different from Calligraphy Masters. Yeah, basically life happens, and that's the reason I've been away for such a long time. I want to shout out Chris Matthias. I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly. Sorry, mate, if it's wrong. Shout out to him. He's been sending twice last month coffees to Calligraphy Masters. This is a way that you can support the channel and make sure that the channel and Instagram and everything is not stopping to be active. I'll leave a link in the descriptions to our coffee. Yeah, if you want to support the channel, it's a great way. Once again, thanks to Chris. I hope you guys are still here. I know how algorithm works, so probably it's gonna be a hell for the next few weeks to bring back the normal activity to the channel. Maybe even a month or two. I don't care. I missed the channel. I missed doing videos, podcasts. There's a lot that I'm gonna be doing, a lot of reviews, a lot of products, giveaways, everything. I'm glad to be back, guys. I hope you are too. And yeah, thank you for watching till the end.